Also streaming from that SuperTalk Mississippi app and your local SuperTalk Mississippi radio station. You can watch us too. We are on that computer, that mobile device. Just head on over to SuperTalk TV. Don't forget our SuperTalk Mississippi news team. They are always covering your Mississippi stories, and nobody does it better. We want you to stay up to date, so sign up for their free weekly newsletter. It comes out every Friday, so still time to do that for this week's letter over at supertalk.fm/newsletter. But it's Monday, and as Caleb would tell us, it's the last Monday of the week, so we don't have to look forward to another one all week. I get tickled every time you say that. But he's back to talk some good headlines on this Monday. So welcome back, Caleb.
That's right. Even though it's a Monday, there are still good things happening around Mississippi. And one of them is I'm not going to get into elections that are happening tomorrow. Other shows have already gotten into that. But
go vote.
Go vote. Go vote if you're in one of the special election districts. But the Mississippi Secretary of State's office, the one that oversees elections in Mississippi, is doing an I voted sticker program, like a little contest. So, when you go to the ballot box, when you go to vote, those stickers that they hand you that says,
it didn't happen. You didn't vote if you didn't get a sticker.
You didn't vote if you didn't get a sticker. But now Secretary Michael Watson is asking eligible voters in Mississippi to propose their ideas, to come up with put their creative juices to work and come up with an artistic I voted sticker. So
cool.
The criteria is that the sticker has to have the words I voted and the year 2026 on it and be submitted by Halloween of this year, so October 31st. And then shortly after, they'll review all the submissions and announce who the winner was. But the winner, the one with the most creative I voted sticker, will have their sticker broadcast in all 82 counties during elections next year.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, really cool thing. It's part of his get people out to vote campaign and engage voters and people in Mississippi who may not normally be involved in the elections process and then doing their civic duty. And so this will get people. We've got a lot of artistic people in Mississippi.
And you said not kids though, right?
Not 18 and older. You got to be a registered voter. Eligible voter.
Okay. There you go.
So I know. Me personally, I think it'd be cool if this was let our elementary school students, maybe even middle school students, get involved in this. But he's trying to get people.
The graphics would be different.
Yeah, a lot different. But, we've got a lot of artistic people, 18 and older in Mississippi.
Sure.
So all eligible voters can.
What a cool resume booster, too.
Right. I'm vying for this job. And, what other, qualities do you have? I won the I Voted sticker contest in Mississippi.
Good icebreaker. Yeah.
Absolutely. The two truths and a lie, too. People were like, all right, this is way too specific to be a lie. But yeah, that's one thing happening around elections and politics. A subject that can get be this kind of the subject of vitriol and people not getting along with each other.
It's always a good thing to go vote, though.
This one can bring people together.
Mm-hmm.
This is cool, an art contest, something a little spunky, nothing crazy here. Also cool in Mississippi, in Northeast Mississippi, over in Booneville, Northeast Mississippi Community College has partnered with Priority on Demand and Baptist Ambulance, and they have been given an ambulance that will serve as a mobile classroom for the paramedic students. So they've got a paramedics program training future first responders in Mississippi. So now these students will be able to acquire real-world, on-the-scene emergency situation, like experience in emergency situations in an ambulance that belongs to the school. It's really cool as we're trying to train. Mississippi can be a desert for first responders, medical responders. You know this all too well, Rebecca, but it'll be a good opportunity for students to receive real-world training rather than watching videos or going through simulators.
I would assume nothing's the same as seeing it in person or being right. Yeah, a YouTube video is not going to be the same as learning how to trinket a leg or do something like that.
Yeah, because I remember going through driver's ed courses and we had the simulators. I went to Ridgeland High School and we had the simulators set up. And I'm doing the simulator. I'm like, there's no chance this is like driving an actual car. Then I get in an actual car. There's people honking at me. My dad's in the passenger seat. I love you, Dad. Yelling at me. I'm like, no. That simulator did not do me any justice. So this will be a wonderful opportunity for these students to gain real hands-on experience in the medical field.
Good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Really cool. And then other medical news, too. St. Dominic's Hospital here in Jackson. The robotic lung cancer system. And so Friday was World Lung Cancer Day, and so we were recognizing lung cancer and showing our support and solidarity for people who have that. Well, St. Dominic's is looking to take things a step further, and they launched their advanced lung cancer surgery system, and this is supposed to be pivotal in early detection and diagnoses and being incredibly accurate too. That's one of the big things is accuracy and kind of eliminating some human error. I love my doctors and physicians friends, and I'm sure they're very appreciative of this technology that helps them, help their patients. And so people can get earlier screenings, and when they do have lung cancer, they can kind of get to the root of the cause.
Anytime you can catch it quicker, that's going to be a good thing.
And so this is expected to be very pivotal in helping, diagnose and then treat people who have lung cancer. It was really cool that they, unveiled this on, World Lung Cancer Day too, kind of symbolic there.
Yeah, Mississippi's leading the way in a lot of things that we don't realize.
I know. And I think I was at the Neshoba County Fair last week, and the governor during his stump speech talked about that. I'm not getting political, I promise, but that Mississippi has led the charge in a lot of different aspects, business, economics, even here in the healthcare sphere and in education, that some people might have overlooked us as Mississippians and still do. I mean, people to this day still think lesser of us because we're Mississippi, but they can't deny the facts and the reality of the matter. And this right here, these two most recent stories I talked about, the new ambulance at Northeast Mississippi Community College and then the robotic system at St. Dominic's. That's awesome and groundbreaking initiatives that Mississippi is leading the charge in.
Super cool. All good things we can get behind for sure.
Right, absolutely. And then, Rebecca, we're counting down the days, and college football is returning to Mississippi.
Like to what, Christmas?
No. This is bigger than Christmas in Mississippi now. College football is kicking off, and we've gotten our first major preseason poll. The coaches poll came out today, and I know the guys on Sports Talk will have more on this, but Ole Miss came in at number 15, and the Rebels return a lot. Don't return a lot of players. Actually, have a couple of returners, but a bunch of newcomers. But the coaches across the league still believe in the program.
15 good.
Oh yeah, 15's very good. Being a top 15 program it depends on who you ask. If you're asking Alabama fans or Georgia fans, they're saying anything below top 5 is not good. But historically for Ole Miss, yeah, absolutely, top 15 is very good. No other Mississippi school cracked the top 25. But people. Everybody gets so excited for football here in Mississippi, and so for Ole Miss, a team that's not returning a lot of guys, a lot of newcomers, to be considered a top 15 program going into this coming season really shows that the experts around the league really do buy into the program that Lane Kiffin's building there.
Do you know when the first football game is, whether it's high school or college here in Mississippi?
Oh gosh, I know high school is coming up soon, just a couple of weeks,
Probably
and
3
then
weeks.
College-wise, I think the Riverside Rumble will probably open us up, and that's Belhaven and Millsaps. It's on.
Still,
yeah. Yep. And then August 30th will be the big day, though. That's when Ole Miss, Mississippi State, and Southern Miss kick off. In fact, 2 of them are playing each other. Mississippi State will begin at Southern Miss. I bet The Rock is going to be packed out for that game because 2 programs that don't like each other. Southern Miss has kind of been a little bit of a little brother to Mississippi State in years past, and or here recently, and so. The Southern Miss faithful will probably show up in droves wanting to beat the big SEC foe coming to town. But Mississippi State only won 2 games last year. They'll have a lot to prove as well. Not trying to make this into a sports segment, but the enthusiasm is real for college football in Mississippi.
And in the last couple of days, Caleb, it's felt like fall. As fall as it can feel like in August.
I'm crossing my fingers.
I'm sad whenever 85 degrees feels like fall, and you're like, woo! It's a little breeze in the air, but yeah.
Yeah, spending a few days at Neshoba last week, and then walking outside during the weekend at my house here in Jackson, and I'm like, I don't hate it.
I don't hate everything. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. That is the perfect way of describing it.
I voluntarily went to a baseball game, 2 baseball games this weekend, and sat through all of it and didn't complain about the elements. I know what's happening right now.
Actually sat on my back porch and enjoyed it.
I know, enjoyed a little. I took my dogs out on a longer walk than normal, and the sun was still shining too. Like lately, I've been waiting till the sun went down and the moon came out, and when it was more palatable, but no, these last couple of days haven't felt so bad.
It's because of the humidity's been a little bit lower, but just hold on because summer's not over with here in Mississippi.
It's coming.
It's coming.
The heat's still coming, and it won't stop.
And the good headlines aren't stopping either because you guys do a great job there at SuperTalk News team, putting them in my favorite button, which is the lifestyle button. But if we want to get in time for the newsletter on Friday, Caleb, How do we do that?
You go to supertalk.fm, an icon will pop up for you to sign up for our newsletter, put in your email, and it is free. That is the most wonderful thing about our
Do
newsletter.
y'all pop in a good headline every now and then in that newsletter?
Oh yeah, we have a whole lifestyle section and everything in the newsletter. So
at there you go.
absolutely, you can find all of our good news in our newsletter as well.
Good job. All right, Caleb, thank you for your time. You guys stick with us. We got more for you coming up next.